Most doctors are always on hand to help and heal people from infections and diseases. But what happens when a doctor turns his back on healing the sick in society and decides to do the opposite? Legend has it that many years ago in the village of Nerve Pain Brook lived a young doctor by the name of Dr. Jer-kill. Jer-kill was the main doctor in the brook and would often go out of his way to help the sick and the injured. One day, Dr. Jer-kill fell for a young lady by the name of Morphine Jones. The two of them became like a match in heaven. They became inseparable. They dined together, they danced together, they did everything together. After a short but steady relationship, both Dr. Jer-kill and Morphine Jones decided to get married. The two were very much in love. Jer-kill was the happiest man alive. He had a good job, the best wife that any man could wish for. He wanted for nothing else. And then, out of the blue, a few months later, his wife was taken ill. In fact, she was so ill that Jer-kill could do nothing for her. His life had suddenly come to a meaningless end. Standing by a graveside that cold October day, Jer-kill recalls the wonderful times that he had with Morphine, praying that one day they would meet up again. But as time went by, Jer-kill went further and further into himself. All that he could think about was how unfair life was. He used to watch other happy couples enjoying their lives together. He just couldn't take it anymore. He thought to himself that if he could not have a wife, no one else will. This is when the killing of innocent women started, and a time when something evil took control of Dr. Jer-kill. Many locals who live in the brook today believe that the Doctor still roams the town, but he is no longer looking for victims. The only thing he is in search of is his long lost wife and that final road to happiness. Our first interview is with a local witch doctor by the name of Harry Bone. Harry told us that after jer-kill's wife died, jer-kill turned into an evil man. He told us jer-kill, for some unknown reason, started to take a dislike to women. He started to hang around the woods, and then when he saw a woman, he would just jump on them, stabbing them with his knife. After killing his victims, he would use his surgical skills to cut the soul out of his victims. Jer-kill would then bottle the soul, thereby keeping it trapped on this earth forever. Our second interview is with a Bill Rub Me Up a Lonely Heart. Bill told us that he believed jer-kill was still roaming the town looking for his wife. He went on to tell us that he heard the legend about jer-kill and how evil he became after his wife's death. However, he had heard another story about jer-kill. Apart from bottling his victims' souls, he was also a banker. Bill went on to tell us that nobody at that time knew that jer-kill was a murderer. And that a lot of his elderly patients trusted jer-kill to look after their money. However, no one ever found out where jer-kill actually kept the money. But many believe that the money was kept in the body of jer-kill's victims. Bill believes that jer-kill had been punished enough for his evil ways on this planet. He also believes that it's time that he was somehow set free to meet up with the one woman he has always loved and cared about.
Hello, I'm jer-kill, and I'm back with this new video. I'm performing a surgical, tactical maneuver. Right. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back. I'm jer-kill, and somehow the fish has gone into this jar.
Having listened to jer-kill about how it was possible to bottle someone's soul, we needed to move on and go in search to track the ghostly figure of Dr. Jer-kill. We arrived in the town in the late afternoon. Once again, we set up our cameras to see whether we could catch any of Dr. Jer-kill's movements, while jer-kill set up his tracking device. While all this was going on, I decided to have a walk round. After a while, jer-kill suggested that we set a trap for the ghostly figure of Dr. Jer-kill. His first idea was to set a couple of souls in the middle of the road, hoping that the doctor would try and bottle them. But that didn't really work. So I decided to walk into the middle of the street and call jer-kill's name out, hoping that he would give us a sign.
Jer-kill! Jer-kill! If you can hear me, show yourself! Do something!
We waited and waited, and nothing happened. No sign of the doctor anywhere. We decided to pack up and head for home.
Ha ha ha.